Oral cavity lesions. Pre-malignant or the precancerous lesions of oral cavity are leukoplakia, erythroplakia, leukoerythroplakia, which is speckled pattern, and hairy leukoplakia. Leukoplakia means a whitish plaque in the oral mucosa which is not less than 5 mm in diameter, and it cannot be removed or scraped off by rubbing. The leukoplakia may be seen anywhere in the oral cavity, but most common sites of leukoplakia are the buccal mucosa, floor of the mouth, ventral surface of tongue, palate, and gingiva. And the leukoplakia may be single or multiple. So basically, leukoplakia is a white mucosal plaque that can undergo malignant transformation. Until otherwise proved by microscopic examination, all the leukoplakias must be considered as precancerous. Erythroplakia means it is a red velvety area within the oral cavity. It is less common when compared to leukoplakia, and regarding erythroplakia, it has very high risk of malignant transformation than leukoplakia. Microscopically, the epithelium appears atypical in erythroplakia. So, the general features of both leukoplakia and erythroplakia are, first is age. So, both leukoplakia and erythroplakia are found in adults between 40 to 70 years of age usually. And regarding gender, the male is to female ratio is 2:1, which means males are most commonly affected by both leukoplakia and erythroplakia. Etiology of leukoplakia and erythroplakia, both are multifactorial in origin, and the most common cause is tobacco use, which may be cigarettes, pipes, cigars, and chewing tobacco. And regarding the microscopy of leukoplakia, the surface stratified squamous epithelium is seen, and this surface stratified squamous epithelium shows a spectrum of changes ranging from hyperkeratosis and acanthosis to lesions with variable degree of dysplastic changes, including carcinoma in situ. So hyperkeratosis means thickening of the keratin layer of the skin. Keratin layer is the outermost layer of the skin, and if it gets thickened, it is called as hyperkeratosis. Acanthosis is a skin disorder which is characterized by both hyperkeratosis and hyperpigmentation of the skin. And this acanthosis occurs when epidermal skin cells begin to reproduce rapidly. So the subepithelial region shows inflammatory infiltrate of lymphocytes and macrophages. The intensity of the inflammatory infiltrate is directly proportional to the degree of dysplasia. Microscopy of erythroplakia, the epithelium shows many erosions with dysplasia, carcinoma in situ, and frank carcinoma. The subepithelial region shows inflammatory reaction, intense inflammatory reaction, as well as vascular dilatation, and this vascular dilatation is responsible for the reddish clinical appearance. And the next type of precancerous lesion is speckled leukoerythroplakia. This speckled leukoerythroplakia is an intermediate form which possesses the characteristics of both leukoplakia and erythroplakia. And the next type of precancerous lesion is hairy leukoplakia. This hairy leukoplakia is mainly seen in immunocompromised patients. Like HIV patients, 80% of patients with hairy leukoplakia are HIV patients, means those who are infected by HIV virus, human immunodeficiency virus, and 20% hairy leukoplakia cases are seen in patients who are immunocompromised for other reasons like cancer therapy or transplant immunosuppression. And the etiology of hairy leukoplakia, which means it is due to EBV infection, Epstein-Barr virus infection. The hairy leukoplakia is mostly seen on the lateral edges of the tongue. And regarding the morphology of hairy leukoplakia, the gross morphology is white. Regarding the gross appearance, the hairy leukoplakia appears as a white confluent patches of fluffy hairy thickenings. Fluffy means hairy, So, grossly, it appears like a white confluent patch of fluffy thickenings. Fluffy means hairy, and it cannot be scraped off. The hairy thickenings or the fluffy thickenings cannot be scraped off. And regarding the microscopy, microscopically, hairy leukoplakia shows hyperparakeratosis and acanthosis with balloon cells in the upper spinous layer of the epithelium. So, hyperparakeratosis means it is a morphological finding which indicates increased keratin formation, preservation of nuclei in the superficial cells, and absence of stratum granulosum layer in the skin. So, that this is hyperparakeratosis. And acanthosis means it is a skin disorder which is characterized by both hyperkeratosis and hyperpigmentation of the skin, and it occurs when the epidermal skin cells begin to reproduce rapidly. And the stain used to diagnose premalignant lesion of oral cavity is toluidine blue. This toluidine blue stains the tissues which are rich in both DNA and RNA, and it is a basic metachromatic dye with high affinity for acidic components. This toluidine blue stain detects efficiently and more rapidly the mitotic figures which are present in the paraffin embedded tissues.